Amazon, over the past couple of months, have done something that sort of solidifies its candidacy for the smartest company in the world, and that is announce that it is opening a new headquarters somewhere and inviting cities to pitch for it. And I have to say that this particular approach that Amazon has taken, they could have taken another approach. They could have announced that after a year of study, they have decided to open a new headquarters in one particular city. What would have happened then? There would have been some cheers in the city. There would have been a lot of frustration everywhere else in the country. And then there would probably be giant protests in the city. We don't want a big headquarters. We don't want more fulfillment, so forth. Instead, Amazon did the brilliant thing. They said, hey, we're thinking of moving. Tell us where we should move. And now 238 cities in the country are desperately competing for Amazon's new headquarters. Sarah, this is brilliant. It's working out great. They are going to score with wherever they finally choose.
And 238 cities did make a bid to get Amazon, and only 7 states, according to Amazon, didn't have a city that submitted, and some of the cities are in Canada and Mexico, and some of them are actually quite funny. One of the places that said they're not interested, Arkansas, actually took out a full-page ad in the Washington Post and wrote like a breakup note to them saying, hey, Amazon, we need to talk. It's not you, it's us. You're smart, sexy, and frankly, incredibly rich. You'll find what you're looking for. It's just not us. But the people that are trying so hard to get Amazon, some of them are really funny. A city in Georgia suggested they rename their 345-acre town Amazon, Georgia. Calgary proposed combining names and calling the town Calmazon or Amagary, which is a terrible name. The mayor in Kansas City, Missouri, actually bought 1,000 Amazon products and gave them all 5-star ratings. Tucson sent a 21-foot cactus, and Amazon said, we don't accept gifts. So they donated it to a desert museum, which I didn't know they had. But they say they don't accept gifts, but they do accept tax subsidies and economic incentives. And New Jersey's offering tax breaks worth $7 billion. Memphis is offering $60 million in economic incentives. And the question is this necessary? Is this just more the rich getting richer? Is it fair? But is it great for cities? What do you think?
It's great for cities. I mean, in that they've identified something that we often forget in this country, the idea that a company moves to a particular place, they get tax breaks, suddenly people start carping about, oh, they got all this lost tax revenue, et cetera. The point is that if the company doesn't move there, there's zero tax revenue. So any new economic activity, because a company has chosen a city, is additive. They're not giving up anything. They're getting it. Those folks who move there, they're going to pay property taxes. They're going to buy stuff. They're going to buy stuff from local stores. It's only good. So it's great that everybody's pitching. They should be. Again, I want to come back to the salesmanship. This little example, one of the first business books that I read 150 years ago, How to Swim with the Sharks Without Being Alive, the author Harvey Mackay told this story about 2 companies that were thinking of opening a mall in a particular city. And the dumb company picked the city and announced it. And there was immediately this huge protest. We don't want them here. It's bad. They're going to ruin the neighborhood, all that stuff. The other smarter company said, we're going to open a huge mall in some lucky city somewhere. Bring us your ideas. Suddenly, they're besieged by cities saying, oh, please, us. Here are all the gifts and tax incentives and everything else. It's just great salesmanship. And you pointed out earlier, what a marketing play for Amazon here, too.
And Birmingham built like giant Amazon boxes and those dash buttons, which people use to order paper towels, and just put them around the city. So even the stuff, even if they're not going to get the incentives that all the cities are offering, people are just doing stuff to make Amazon like them more, which is great free advertising.
Brilliant.